Welcome back to the channel. If you're a fan of Il Volo and love learning more about their lives beyond the music, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any of our deep dives. Today we're focusing on a truly special topic, the bond that Il Volo members share with their parents. Behind the fame, awards, and international tours, Piero Barone, Ignazio Boschetto, and Gianluca Ginoble have something in common. They all remain deeply connected to their families. Their parents not only played a role in shaping their careers, but also continue to be a strong support system in their lives today. Piero Barone. Piero has often spoken about how important his parents are to him. Born in Nero, Sicily, Piero grew up in a tight-knit family that valued music and tradition. His father, Gaetano, was the one who recognized his potential and encouraged him to pursue singing from an early age. His mother, Eleonora, has always been his emotional anchor, often appearing alongside him in candid family moments shared online. Even as his career skyrocketed, Piero never stopped showing gratitude for his parents' sacrifices, acknowledging how they guided him with discipline, love, and unwavering belief. He often credits his father for teaching him the importance of hard work and his mother for instilling in him humility and kindness. Ignazio Boschetto. Ignazio's relationship with his parents is both inspiring and moving. Born in Bologna but raised in Marsala, Sicily, Ignazio grew up in a loving home where music was always around. His parents, Vito and Caterina, nurtured his passion from childhood, supporting his dream despite the challenges of entering the competitive music world. Ignazio is particularly open about his love and respect for his mother, who sadly passed away in 2014. Her death was a devastating moment in his life, but he has often said that her memory continues to inspire him every time he performs. His father remains a steady presence, and Ignazio has expressed countless times how much his parents' values, kindness, perseverance, and resilience have shaped him into the man he is today. Gianluca Ginoble. Gianluca's relationship with his parents is equally close and heartfelt. Hailing from the small town of Rosetta degli Abruzzi, Gianluca grew up surrounded by the warmth of family life. His father, Achille, and his mother, Eleonora, have always been proud supporters of his career. Gianluca often describes his father as a pillar of strength and his mother as a source of unconditional love. He shares many moments with his family online, showing fans that even though he has achieved international fame, he still values time at home with his parents and extended relatives. Gianluca's deep appreciation for his upbringing is reflected in his humble and grounded nature, which fans around the world admire. A shared bond. What makes Il Volo's relationship with their parents so remarkable is how central family remains in their lives. Despite their busy schedules, constant touring, and international commitments, the three singers often return to their hometowns in Italy to spend quality time with family. They frequently post about their parents on social media, thanking them for their sacrifices and celebrating milestones together. Their closeness to their parents has also influenced their careers. Each of them often mentions in interviews how their families are their biggest fans, but also their most honest critics. Their parents encourage them to stay true to themselves, and that grounding influence has helped them navigate the pressures of fame while keeping their feet firmly on the ground. Final thoughts. Il Volo's bond with their parents is more than just a family connection, it's the foundation that has allowed them to build their careers, handle the pressures of global fame, and remain humble despite their success. For Piero, Ignazio, and Gianluca, their parents aren't just part of their past, they continue to be a constant source of love, advice, and motivation. And it's this closeness that makes them not only talented musicians, but also admirable individuals. So while fans may know Il Volo for their powerful voices and incredible performances, those who look closer can see that the heart of their journey is deeply rooted in the love and support of their families. Piero Barone, family values first. Piero has always been open about his deep connection with his family in Nero, Sicily. Growing up in a household that valued discipline, humility, and tradition, Piero often describes his parents as role models in both life and love. When it comes to relationships, Piero has admitted in interviews that he tends to look for the same qualities he sees in his parents' marriage: stability, loyalty, and mutual respect. His family's influence makes him cautious about who he lets into his private world. Rather than rushing into love, Piero believes in building something meaningful, and that perspective comes directly from watching the bond his parents share. His father, Gaetano, taught him that hard work and respect are the foundations of both career and relationships, while his mother, Eleonora, instilled in him a sense of kindness and loyalty. It's no surprise that when Piero is romantically linked to someone, fans often notice that he looks for maturity and groundedness, the very qualities his family has emphasized throughout his life. T. Ignazio Boschetto, love shaped by loss and strength. Ignazio's story is perhaps the most emotional when it comes to family influence. Raised in Marsala, Sicily, he always credits his parents, Vito and Caterina, for supporting his musical dreams. But the tragic loss of his mother in 2014 deeply impacted not only his personal life, but also his perspective on love. Ignazio has said that his mother's love and care shaped his idea of what a nurturing relationship should look like. After her passing, he became more reflective and careful in how he approached romance, searching for authenticity rather than superficial attraction. His father remains a strong figure in his life, encouraging him to stay grounded and reminding him that true love requires both patience and honesty. This balance of vulnerability and strength is clear in Ignazio's love life. Fans often see him as the most open and emotional of the trio, and much of that comes from his family's profound influence. For him, relationships aren't just about passion, they're about trust, support, and resilience. T. Gianluca Ginoble, romance and tradition. Gianluca, hailing from Rossotto degli Abruzzi, is often described as the most romantic member of Il Volo, and much of that comes from his upbringing. Growing up in a warm, affectionate family environment, he was surrounded by examples of love that blended tradition with tenderness. His father, Ercole, encouraged Gianluca to pursue his passions while staying grounded, and his mother, Eleonora, remains one of his biggest supporters. Gianluca often shares moments with his parents and grandparents, showing how much he values family bonds. This close connection has deeply influenced his relationships. Gianluca has been linked to several rumored romances over the years, but what fans often notice is how he respects privacy and values seriousness in love. His family's emphasis on trust and unity has made him seek partners who understand his career yet also appreciate his Italian roots and traditions. For Gianluca, love isn't just about chemistry, it's about finding someone who fits into the larger family circle. B. Family is the guiding compass. For all three members of Il Volo, family is more than just support, it's a compass that guides their choices in love. Coming from traditional Italian households, they all carry with them values of loyalty, respect, and commitment. Their parents' marriages and family bonds act as living examples of what they want to achieve in their own relationships. This influence also explains why Il Volo members are careful about what they share publicly. While fans are curious about their girlfriends and rumored romances, the trio often chooses discretion, protecting not only their own privacy but also honoring their family's values. They've learned to strike a balance between being international stars and being sons who uphold the traditions and principles instilled in them from childhood. Final thoughts. In the end, Illinois Volo's love lives can't be separated from their family's influence. Whether it's Piero's cautious approach shaped by his parents' steady guidance, Ignazio's emotional openness forged through love and loss, or Gianluca's romantic spirit nurtured by a warm and traditional upbringing, their families remain at the heart of how they see love and relationships. And perhaps that is one of the secrets to their charm. Fans don't just admire Il Volo for their music, they admire them for their groundedness, humility, and the way they carry their family values into everything they do, including matters of the heart. Piero Barone and his siblings' family is his anchor. Piero Barone grew up in Nero, a small town in Sicily, and he is very close to his siblings, Maria Grazia and Francesco. From a young age, Piero's family saw his passion for music, and his brother and sister were among his first supporters. Even as his career took off, Piero has never missed the chance to celebrate milestones with his siblings, whether birthdays, graduations, or family gatherings. What makes Piero's relationship with his siblings so special is how they ground him. Despite his fame, they remind him of where he came from and the simple joys of family life. In interviews, Piero has often said that he carries his family values wherever he goes, and his siblings play a key role in that. They are not just family to him, but trusted confidants who provide advice, love, and balance in his fast-paced life. Ignazio Boschetto, a strong bond with his sister Nina. Ignazio grew up in Marsala, Sicily, and has one sister, Nina, who has been an important figure in his life. Their sibling bond is rooted in both love and resilience, especially considering the challenges their family has faced. When Ignazio's mother passed away in 2014, his sister Nina became an even more significant presence. Together, they leaned on one another for strength and comfort during that difficult time. This shared experience deepened their connection and gave Ignazio a stronger sense of family responsibility. Today, Nina continues to be a supportive figure in Ignazio's life. Fans have sometimes seen glimpses of their bond through social media, where Ignazio expresses his gratitude and affection for her. It's clear that she has been one of the most influential people in his life, and their sibling relationship is a source of stability for him even as he tours the world. Gianluca Ginoble, a protective brotherly role. Gianluca Ginoble was raised in Roseto degli Abruzzi, and he has a younger brother, Ernesto. The two share a very close bond, with Gianluca often playing the protective older brother role. Despite his busy career, Gianluca makes time to spend with his brother, and they are frequently spotted together at family events or outings. Their relationship is one built on admiration and support. Ernesto looks up to Gianluca not just for his fame, but also for his kindness and humility, while Gianluca often speaks about how proud he is of his brother. Their closeness also reflects the strong family ties typical in Italian households, where sibling relationships are lifelong bonds of friendship, loyalty, and mutual care. For Gianluca, his brother is more than family. He's also a friend and a reminder of the importance of cherishing personal connections beyond the public eye. So, siblings as their support system. What unites all three Il Volo members is the way their siblings help keep them balanced in a life filled with fame, pressure, and constant travel. While fans see the glamour of concerts and international tours, it's the support of their families, including their siblings, that gives them the strength to handle it all. Each of them, Piero with his brother and sister, Ignazio with his sister, and Gianluca with his younger brother, carries a sense of responsibility and love that reflects in their personalities. Their groundedness, humility, and ability to stay true to their roots all come in part from these sibling relationships. Final thoughts. Il Volo's music has captured the hearts of millions worldwide, but behind their success is a strong foundation built on family love. Their siblings are not only cheerleaders, but also the people who remind them of who they are when the spotlight fades. Whether it's Piero's close bond with Maria Grazia and Francesco, Ignazio's deep connection with Nina, or Gianluca's protective love for Ernesto, these sibling relationships highlight the human side of Il Volo. Sons and brothers who, above all, treasure family. And perhaps that's one reason fans feel so connected to them. Their voices may be extraordinary, but their values, family, love, and loyalty, are beautifully relatable. Humble beginnings, a dream nurtured at home. Before Il Volo became an international sensation, each of the three singers started as young boys with big dreams in small Italian towns. Piero came from Nero, a rural town in Sicily. Gianluca grew up in Roseto degli Abruzzi, and Ignazio was raised in Marsala, also in Sicily. What these towns lacked in size, they made up for in family warmth and encouragement. Their parents were the first to recognize their children's talents. Instead of dismissing their dreams as unrealistic, they nurtured them, encouraging practice, attending local performances, and providing emotional and financial support when it was most needed. The role of parents, sacrifices and encouragement. When Il Volo was formed after the three met on the Italian talent show Ti lascio una canzone in 2009, the boys were only teenagers. Their parents suddenly found themselves balancing normal family responsibilities with the demands of an international career. For Piero, his father Gaetano and mother Eleonora ensured he never lost sight of his values while chasing his dream. Gianluca's parents, Ercole and Eleonora, stood by him through every challenge, making sure he felt grounded even as fame quickly approached. Ignazio's parents, Vito and Caterina, supported him with love and dedication, especially his mother, who was deeply involved in his early career before her passing in 2014, a loss that profoundly shaped him and the group as a whole. These parents weren't just caretakers, they became partners in the journey, making sacrifices most people never see. From late-night rehearsals to international travel, they gave their sons the courage and stability needed to step onto some of the biggest stages in the world. Sibling support, silent pillars of strength. While the parents often take the spotlight in Il Volo's family story, siblings have also played an important role. Piero's brother and sister, Ignazio's sister, and Gianluca's younger brother all became part of the extended support system that kept the trio grounded. They celebrated victories, offered comfort during setbacks, and helped their brothers stay connected to the normal life outside the music industry. These sibling relationships provided balance, reminding Il Volo that beyond the fame and attention, they are still brothers, sons, and friends first. The emotional impact of family on their music. One of the most beautiful parts of Il Volo's artistry is how much of their family life seeps into their performances. Their emotional delivery, their humility in interviews, and even their song choices often reflect values learned at home: respect, gratitude, and love. In fact, fans often notice that whenever the group receives awards or recognition, their first words of thanks are always directed toward their families. This gratitude isn't a formality, it's a reflection of just how much family has shaped their success. Navigating fame with family guidance. As young teenagers thrust into international fame, Il Volo could have easily lost their way. But family support kept them grounded. Their parents guided them through tough negotiations, cultural shifts, and the pressures of being in the spotlight. More importantly, their families ensured they remained humble and appreciative, even while performing on stages alongside legends like Barbra Streisand and Placido Domingo. This strong family influence is also why Il Volo remains scandal-free compared to many young stars. Their upbringing and constant family involvement taught them to handle fame with maturity, grace, and a sense of responsibility to their fans and their roots. Final thoughts. Il Volo's story is not just about three talented voices. It's about the families who stood behind those voices every step of the way. Without the support of their parents and siblings, their rise to fame might never have been possible. The sacrifices, encouragement, and unconditional love from home gave them the courage to face challenges and the strength to embrace success without losing who they are. And that's what makes Il Volo so special. Their music may fill stadiums, but it's their family support that fills their lives with meaning. For fans, it's a powerful reminder that behind every note they sing is a story of love, sacrifice, and the unbreakable bond of family. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like. Drop your thoughts in the comments about whether you think Piero is close to marriage, and subscribe for more updates on Il Volo's music and personal lives.